Please, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about. I've outgrown you, Bonnie. I need to spread my legs and fly. Keep the kid.
Get ready for the most shocking video ever. We expose the top 10 worst things Joe Swanson has done. You won't believe what this Family Guy character is capable of. Watch now. Number 10. Joe snubbed Peter's contribution.
Nice try, scumbag, but I got your squishy drugs right here. Uh-oh.
Joe's career as a cop had hit rock bottom. He was stuck with a gerbil as his only partner on the force. One day, he gave Peter a lift when his car broke down. On the way, they heard a report of drug activity, and Peter persuaded Joe to check it out.
Come on, Joe, let's put this 70s siren on your car and go.
Did you just wipe a booger on my roof?
Let's go, let's go!
Joe wanted to wait for backup, but Peter grabbed a gun from the glove compartment and stormed in. He single-handedly busted the drug dealers and saved the day.
Aha! No drugs, huh? Well, what do you call this? And I bet there's more where that came from.
Joe was summoned to his boss's office, expecting to be fired. Instead, he was praised for solving the case.
You brought down one of the biggest drug rings in Quahog. Above and beyond, Swanson.
Well, sir, I'm just like any other cop. My wife puts on my pants one leg at a time.
He decided to team up with Peter, and they cleaned up the city. But Peter was furious when he saw Joe getting all the glory and none of the credit.
And with that, I hereby declare this hero cop open. Whoa, sweet bod. You lift, bro?
Damn it, I can't believe Joe's hogging all the credit.
Number 9. Exterminate a bird.
Quagmire, check it out. I took 10 M80s and stuck them all together. I call it Peter Griffin's bunker-busting mega-ultra-super... Ah! Ah! Holy crap!
A hilarious disaster struck Peter when he lost his 5 fingers to a firecracker mishap. Meg took charge and ordered everyone to search for the severed digits and bring them to the hospital.
We have to hurry. I learned in biology, if you get them back soon enough, they can be reattached.
What's all the commotion?
Joe and Peter spotted one finger near Herbert's house, but as Peter ran towards it, he got hit by a car and had to drag himself along the ground. A wild chase ensues involving Joe, Peter, Jesse, and a mischievous bird that snatches the finger.
Damn it!
They ran after the bird, hoping to retrieve the finger. Peter attempted to use some insults to get the bird to drop the finger.
Hey, bird! Your poop is white and green. You're the laughingstock of the poop world.
But Joe went overboard and shot the bird dead, then faked some evidence to hide his deed, stunning Peter.
Thanks, Joe.
Let's plant a knife on him just to be safe.
Yeah, good thinking.
Yeah, I know how these things go down.
Number 8. He impounded Peter and Meg's tank.
Okay, Lois, you can open your eyes.
Bocce balls!
I bought a tank.
Are you out of your mind?
Let me show you how the gun works.
Joe ruined everything when he snatched Peter and Meg's tank. Peter had left Meg alone at the roller skating rink, and then took her to get a car. But he didn't care about what Meg wanted. He only cared about the tank that could survive missiles.
I'm still not sure.
Did I mention the tank is a tank?
Sold.
He bought it with Meg's money and used it to do all kinds of wild things.
No, 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 no! Hey, Peter, can you blow that towel rack down here? Thank you.
Meg was mad that she paid for the tank but couldn't drive it. Peter finally agreed to teach her, but then Joe got in the way and got run over by mistake.
I don't know where you got that thing, but I'm impounding it!
Look at you. You look like a half-empty toothpaste.
Joe was so furious that he took their tank away, spoiling all the fun they could have had. The audience hated Joe for being such a party pooper and a meanie. Number 7. Joe cheats on Bonnie.
I want you.
I want you too.
Come on. I have a little place we can go to.
Joe cracks a major drug bust, but his wife Bonnie is too busy to celebrate his success.
The chief is even throwing me a party tonight.
I don't know if I can take another evening of sympathetic eye contact from all the other wives.
Feeling lonely and unappreciated, he attends the victory party where he meets Nora, a fellow cop who showers him with praise and affection. She calls him a hero and plants a kiss on his lips.
You know how they say never meet your heroes? Well, they don't say anything about kissing them.
Whoa!
Joe confides in his buddies, who urge him to cheat on Bonnie as payback for her infidelity. Peter tells him to be sneaky, like he was when he fooled around at home behind Lois's back.
Breaker 19, what's your 20? Oh, it's so hot just knowing you're in a truck.
The next morning, Nora regrets her actions and tries to make amends. But Joe is not interested in her apologies. He sees an opportunity to use her when Bonnie calls him by mistake and hangs up.
Thanks, Joe. It was getting a little chilly in here.
Well, that's because you're all the way over there.
Well, let me fix that.
He drags Nora to his special booth for the disabled, where he intends to have sex with her, despite his physical inability to perform. Joe's betrayal is not only immoral, but also cruel and pathetic.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, Nora.
Did you bring protection?
Oh, don't worry. Nothing comes out of the front.
Number 6. He pulled a gun on his friends.
No. I said I'm not hungry! Where is it now, huh? Where is it now?
In this episode, Peter tries to dodge the physical fitness test by masquerading as a horse to deceive Lois, leaving Brian baffled.
What the hell? I'll just ask it. Why do we need the horse suit for that?
They meet at a crowded steakhouse where they have a good time, until Brian notices that Joe leaves his steak unfinished.
Come on, Joe. You haven't even finished one. I mean, that guy had 2.
I know, I'm terrible, which is why I'm gonna order the cheesecake.
Joe claims that he is full and can't eat anymore, but Peter and Quagmire pressure him to finish the steak, making Joe feel annoyed and furious. He takes out a gun and shoots the steak and the table, creating a scene.
I'm so full.
Full of what, estrogen? Come on, take the skirt off, you pansy.
Oh,
Let's go, chow down, Mary Jane.
I said I can't.
Eat it.
He loses his temper and points the gun at his own friends, threatening their lives. Finally, they manage to calm him down, but Joe's actions are unacceptable and outrageous.
Put the gun down, Joe.
Yeah, nobody's judging you, man. It's cool. I'll just put this back in your purse next to your tampons.
Number 5. Taking Cleveland's legs.
Peter, I know what it's like to be in the doghouse, but I think I can help. Why don't you use my mom's condo in Florida? Every year she winters in Buffalo. I keep telling her she's doing Florida wrong, but she doesn't listen.
Joe did a very bad thing when he took Cleveland's legs in Season 22, Episode 4, Old World Harm. He betrayed his friend's trust and violated his bodily autonomy for his own selfish gain.
And how many drinks would you say you consume each week?
Socially, about 4 to 6. Alone in the dark while crying to Adele, 100.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
He also lied to Peter and Lois about the reason for their trip to Florida and put them in danger of being harvested by the old people. Joe's actions showed a lack of empathy, morality, and respect for his friends.
Did you get the legs? Damn it! No. It's fine. I'll see if I can get Cleveland to go down there next week.
He also contradicted his role as a police officer, who is supposed to uphold the law and protect the innocent. Joe's behavior in this episode was unethical, cruel, and unforgivable.
Hey, bud, how was Florida?
Number 4. Refusal to help Brenda.
Oh, God, I hope Glenn's okay. I'm so worried about him.
Shut up and limp! We're in a handicap spot, you slut!
In this episode, Quagmire got hurt, and his sister Brenda showed up to help him heal. But this triggered her abusive boyfriend, who constantly berated and intimidated her.
Why don't you call the cops like you did on Christmas?
No, I didn't call them. They were called.
Oh, now you're calling me a liar in front of this cat?
I got another cat.
Brenda faced relentless abuse, and he even gave her a black eye with a brutal blow.
You know, you don't have to stay with a man who treats you that way.
Oh, Jeff's sweet. You don't see how soft and gentle he hits me when we're alone.
Quagmire had enough and begged Joe, who was not only his friend but also a police officer, to intervene and protect Brenda from Jeff. But Joe heartlessly rejected him and said Brenda had to make a formal complaint before he could lift a finger.
I can't arrest Jeff unless Brenda files a formal complaint with the police.
She won't go to the police. She's afraid of what Jeff will do.
Joe's callousness and passivity enabled Jeff to keep abusing Brenda until he eventually helped Brenda end his tyranny.
Let's waste this dick.
But it was shameful for a police officer to ignore such suffering and not act sooner. Number 3. Deceiving Quagmire into sleeping with him.
Wow, that was terrific, Jessica.
It was good for me, too. Got you again, Quagmire.
Joe and Peter were in a cruel mood on Halloween night. They decided to target Quagmire with their vicious pranks, tormenting him with no mercy.
Oh, well, every Halloween, me, Joe, and Quagmire do this thing where one of us is it, and then the other two of us nail the crap out of him with awesome pranks.
Well, who's it this year?
Quagmire was on edge, but he could not avoid their traps. As soon as he stepped out of his house to check his mail, they ambushed him with a barrage of eggs. But the worst was yet to come. Joe stooped to a new low and disguised himself as a waitress named Jessica. He seduced Quagmire and slept with him, only to reveal his true identity afterwards. Quagmire was horrified and traumatized by Joe's wicked deception.
You said you were that waitress from Friendly's!
I lied!
You jerk!
I didn't feel anything, but you did!
Happy Halloween!
Number 2. He mistreats his friends and wife.
All right, Doc, I trust you.
Good. Now I'll just pop in the how-to video and we'll get started.
What?
Hi, I'm Jamie Farr, and you're about to perform leg surgery.
No!
In this episode, Joe undergoes a leg transplant that allows him to walk again, but also changes his personality for the worse. He becomes arrogant, selfish, and abusive towards his friends and his wife, Bonnie.
Please, can't we talk about this?
There's nothing to talk about. I've outgrown you, Bonnie. I need to spread my legs and fly. Keep the kid.
He abandons his old hobbies and interests and joins a group of thrill-seeking adventurers who mock and exclude the handicapped. He even tries to divorce Bonnie and marry a younger woman.
You've changed, Joe, like I did when I went through puberty. Hey, you guys feel like playing some baseball? Excuse me, I'm gonna go masturbate.
Joe's behavior shows how he is unable to cope with his sudden change of fortune and how he loses sight of what truly matters in life. He also alienates the people who care about him the most and risks losing everything he has.
But now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say goodnight.
So say good morning!
Good morning! Sorry, babes.
Joe's surgery may have given him new legs, but it also made him a worse person. Number 1, he tried suicide at Niagara Falls.
Oh my God, Joe killed himself!
It's so weird that he argued over the price of breakfast this morning. It makes no sense!
Joe's actions in the episode Jolo of Family Guy were selfish, reckless, and harmful to his friends. He decided to quit his job and leave his family without any explanation.
Well, that's the other thing, Bonnie. You and I are done too.
What?
I'm leaving you. Whoa! New Joe!
And then invited his friends to a road trip that was actually a suicide attempt. He did not care about how his death would affect his friends, who had to witness his multiple attempts to kill himself at Niagara Falls.
I just wanted to spend my last week with my best pals.
Well, not for nothing, but you could have taken us all to Disney World and shot yourself in the room.
He also endangered their lives by tricking them into falling into the water, forcing them to rely on his rescue.
You buy your jeans at Walmart?
No, somebody who lost theirs at the church did.
You wear lost and found jeans?
I waited the mandatory week.
Joe's behavior showed a lack of respect and gratitude for his friends, who tried to support him and convince him that he was still a valuable person.